了才能聚，你不出手，塑料斋。才从八方来。
Kicking off the work week the right way with some Monday Night Hoop. On 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside.
Well, Coach told us in the locker room he's been using this season series to put a chip on their shoulders, and they absolutely want to take it. They need a win tonight to achieve that goal.
You know, something that makes this matchup interesting, Richard. Both of these teams execute at a high level on defense.
Yeah, the scoreboard could be looking underfed by the end of the game. The NBA is trying to tilt things towards offense, but these two say, not on my watch.
Pass to Clifford. Back to Bull. Sacramento passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
First quarter of play, a minute in. The drive by Porter. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up.
Oh, wow. Big finish right there.
What a finish.
Wow.
And that will play over and over again in the highlights.
Look at this crowd. They can't believe what they just saw.
Like, what? That looked like something you see at a dunk contest. The confidence to pull it off in the game, that's impressive.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Bucks on D. 4-point game. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Portis. Smith no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Down low. Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter, leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Smith outside. And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Sacramento shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw is off for Smith.
And when you talk about guys who are built for the modern game, add Smith's name to that list.
And then Porter with the dunk.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Smith inside. Back to Bol. Pass to Clifford. Second chance shot. To the wing, right side. To the paint. They shoot again! And the layup is good by Bol. Bol's got 8.
Solid pass there from Smith Jr. You can see his court awareness improving over time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Pass to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. Smith's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Brian, back to you.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Porter. Portis outside. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
In deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively. His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
That one falls.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Porter from outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. 34 seconds left in the first. The drive by Porter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They lead by 4. Sacramento shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That's good from DeRozan. Milwaukee making a switch here. DeRozan hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Rollins. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Şengün. And that one's good. Şengün's got his second bucket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Kuzma. Bull. He's been the guy making things happen for Sacramento. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
And it's Sexton on the take. Pass to DeRozan. It's picked off. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And stolen by Sexton. Here's Harris. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Rollins, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Şengün, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Kuzma, that's good.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
Here's Rollins. On target from range.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Knocks it loose. Pass to Sexton. All by himself. And he lays it in on the break. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Bucks.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Şengün with it. Looking to win the run. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
I just love the ball movement.
Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Rollins. Kuzma outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Here's Rollins. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Oh, stolen by Turner. Pass to Rollins. Jacks up a 3. Sexton grabs the board. Kings trail by 7. Here's Bowl. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
And the Bucks with possession. Outpacing them right now, a 15-2 run. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the finish.
They're really working the paint now.
A minute 29 left in the second. Here's Alexander Walker.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Too much Giannis.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Kings trail by 9. Here's Alexander Walker. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Pass to Jang. Launches a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Jang's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Jang. To the left side wing. 4 seconds left. Unable to get that one.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
And so it's Milwaukee ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. The Bucks leading by 10. Porter looks it over. And there's the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
So he comes up empty at the line. Kings trail by 10. Smith outside. Pass to Clifford. And stolen by Jackson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Brian, back to you.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And he's good on the second. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's stolen. To the middle. Here's Smith. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And I like to see this from Smith. Pushing the action, not just hanging around the perimeter.
2 shots.
He does not get the second one. The Bucks leading by 11. Inside. Cuts off the pass. The steal. Porter from outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Porter's got 9.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Milwaukee. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Pass to Jang. Fires the 3. Rebound by Sacramento.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that. Because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
Porter's shot is off. Kings trail by 11. Now here's Şengün. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Boy, 5th foul. Yeah, they're going to have to hide him on the defensive end from now on.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Bull. He's got 10. Okay, look out!
Man.
Wow! And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You can hurt yourself with moves like that.
It's worth it if you can pull it off, though.
Oh, he went full peacock mode there. Look, you know what they say. When you got it, you got to flaunt it.
Pass to Şengün. Outside for Sexton. He buries it from 3. Sexton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. 6 on the shot clock. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And he drops the first.
Şengün's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
The kick out to Kuzma. Deflected! Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. DeMar DeRozan picks one up. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
All right, time for an injury report.
The head athletic trainer for the Bucks provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury, but the bright spot guys who's been given the green light to play through it.
All right, Allie, thanks. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
We're starting to get a better sense of the player that Şengün is. An agile big man who really brings a lot of energy to the floor.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. .111 left in the third. And the foul on Gary Harris. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Kings trail by 11. Outside for Sexton. From the wing, the shot's good. Sexton's got 5.
You can run some offense through Şengün because he has a high basketball IQ.
Here's Whitehead. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Sexton, that's good.
The first step of Sexton, I mean, it really helps him get to the rim.
Here's Whitehead. Give him 8. On the wing, Kuzma. Out to the wing. Here's Rollins. Misses the 3. To the inside. Collins. Soft touch off the glass. Collins has got his first 2 points of the night.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Kings trail by 7. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside Bull. The rebound by Jackson. The Bucks leading by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Smith outside. Pass to Bull. Here's Clifford. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's Jang. 3-pointer, no good.
shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Smith, left side. Back to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Outside Porter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
And the attacking mentality from Porter Jr. being rewarded for going up strong inside with the whistle.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Smith. And right on target.
And this is why Jabari Smith went early in the draft. His ability to find shots and, of course, make them too.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, sweet move. And he makes it. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer. Bull grabs the board. Kings trail by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Missed inside. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 14. And out of bounds, Sacramento will have it. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. To the middle. Oh! A gorgeous feed! He hammered it down!
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Antetokounmpo outside. It's off. Kings trail by 3. And here's Alexander Walker. Here's Clifford. Smith flushes it down with both hands.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
Here's Jackson. Left side Porter. Rebounded by Smith. Outside Hunter. To take the lead. And up and in on the layup.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
The Kings leading. And stolen by Jackson. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Outside Portis. Screen by Antetokounmpo. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Smith. He takes it in. And he powers it down. One-handed.
You don't need experience if you have guts. The young fella gets thrown right into the action. Smith Jr. wants to be here in late games.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most. He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
three. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he commits the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Oh, it's stolen away. Here's Bowles. And Doug Christie has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, thoughts on what Coach is going to do here?
So hard to get a clean look from distance in this situation because everybody knows that's the shot they need. So the defense is smothering the perimeter with everyone they have. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. And so it's Milwaukee who scrape by with the win. What a performance they have here at home today.